Hi, I'm Jerry Drager, Drager's International Classic Sales in Burlington, Washington. We're here at Drager's Clubhouse and I want to show you this vehicle. Andrew's going to take this truck down and get fuel in it. And we're going to take it out today and drive it and down the freeway for you and get a video of it today. That's the plan. Anyway, this truck has really turned out to be a nice truck. You're clear there. And you're clear here. Now you're going to have to back up. Anyway, you can just see it runs and drives great. And he's on his way to the gas station right now. I want to tell you about this 1951 Ford pickup that's in front of me here. This is a local, and when I say local, it's a Washington State truck. It came from the far other corner of the state, from Walla Walla, Washington. It's a one-family owned truck, and it's got a 302 in it now, a C4 automatic in it. It has power steering. It has drum brakes all the way around. And when I bought it, I mean, you can see the paint on here. It's beautiful. The paint is kind of a pearl white in it, and the finish on it is really good on the paint. The interior, it had the ugliest interior you want to see in a car. It was blue shag seats in it, or so. I mean, the whole thing. So it now has a new black and white, actually it's just black and gray interior in it with a black headliner. So now it really looks good. The thing looks really, really nice. It made a big difference, and we changed the shift linkage on it, so it works a lot better too. So we had a couple of things we had to do to it, and we worked on the front end a little bit on it and stuff. We ended up putting a new steering box on this thing, didn't we? Yep. And anyway, I'm sitting here, I'm looking at this chrome bar along here. It's on the same side there. That looks like it's been replaced and everything. It's just really clean. But look at this thing. I mean, the headlights and the grill here. Look at that. You got to look at this because it's close, and it's all really nice. This has got a little bit of pitting on it, so it's original chrome on there. But overall, this thing is just looks good. It runs really well. Of course, 302s run good anyway. And you can see it's got a nice set of wheels on here, and the tires they're pretty new on there. They haven't got much wear on there. And you can see everything looks all good and straight. There's not much I can really show you on it. Oh, there's a little marring here. Oh, up, yeah, that rubbed off. You know, I mean, it's got a couple of spots like that. There's a little spot right here in the paint. It's scratched. That right there, see that? We didn't wipe it down before we were going to do this. But there is the interior. Take a look at that interior. We put new carpets in it, put a new boot on the thing. We put a new headliner in it, complete. I mean, just look at all that in there. I mean, this whole thing it's not the same rig as when we got it. I mean, it's really nice looking rig. And I didn't shut it quite hard enough. Oh, there we go again. You got to push a little bit on it to get it in, but they close, and there's some chips in the door right there. And you can't see much on it though. I mean, the rest of this thing all looks good. Exhaust comes out right there. The bed looks really, you know, it's been refinished. The chrome strips in it, like you like, and everything else. This is kind of an off-white rhino liner finish on there on the bed insides, but the rest of it all looks good. And you got all the good parts of having it one family owned. So the whole time. This tailgate, it'll come down real easy. If I get my, there. know I was having, oh, and I got it over center there, so that would be down a little lower there. And again, you can just see everything. Oh, there's a little spot right there. I feel a little bubble right there. That's the only, I've never seen any rust in this thing. I just happened to catch that for the first time. Anyway, none of them are perfect. All this looks good. All these cab corners, I think both sides are all real good and everything. And again, this side here, the door, you can just see all that looks good. And I got this plate in there on the carpet going in, so it looks good. And I didn't try the windows for you. The other window rolls up and down even better than this one. So, I mean, they're all good. That door closes really easy. So you can see, you're looking at a pretty damn nice truck right here. Good and solid. I don't even know if there was any rust underneath, was there?
I don't recall. I don't
remember any rust in this truck. Might be something in it, but we don't know of any. So we put new black carpet in here, and we had the boot made for the shifter because we did change this shifter there. And you can see the dash all looks real good crossed here. And of course you got a big heater there, and the heater works, and all that. But this is the best part. Look at this interior. He really did a nice job doing this interior on this truck. Added the little pieces in here. He gave it a lot of class. It just looks good. And then the headliner, it all looks real good. He must have done the...
Yeah, he did these too.
He did those too.
Yep.
Okay, so we did the whole interior in this thing. And is the dome light work?
I don't know. Nope, I'd say no.
Well, maybe you gotta turn the key on though.
Nope.
How about the headlight? Turn the headlights on. No, you gotta hit the switch. You gotta use the switch up there. Nothing. So anyway, the dome light doesn't work, so we tried it for you. Anyway, I think you'll like this truck. It's just a good-looking truck that runs real good. That 302 just runs good. The transmission works good, and it just could stand a little help here and there a little bit. It's not a perfect truck, but I think you'll like it, and the price will be right. So this seat has a latch right here to unloosen from this lock right there, and here it's got a tray back here that goes all the way across, and there's some blue carpet in there from the good old days. And you can see the gas tanks right there. It's all painted black and looks good. You can see our carpet down in here. We're going to start this 302 up so you can hear it run. I should have a flashlight with me because there's the power steering unit right there. And down in there, you can see it. It's brand new steering box here, and even the first knuckle there I think is good. You can see it's got MT valve covers on there, and it's got an Edelbrock air cleaner on there. Firewall is black across the back. It all looks good that way. And it's got a cruise fan on it. So you got this radiator in here, and then you got the cruise fan. There's the cruise fan. It's on a separate switch. There it is. So there you got to see the cruise fan. You see the other side of the hood all looks good. I think if you're looking for a neat little truck, these early 50s Ford pickups are pretty sought after. We're going to show you the headlights. High beam, low beam, turn signals, horn, and the wipers. Wipers are vacuum. That would be something that somebody could change real easy. You could probably do that. But who's going to take it out in the rain? We're going to show you the brake lights working, the turn signals. So where's the tail lights? There's the tail lights. Brake lights. There's the brake lights, turn signals. There you go, you see it all works.
I'm gonna walk underneath this Ford pickup for you. See, it's got a hitch receiver there on the back of the bumper. I've got the tailgate down because I got a motorcycle in the back. Anyway, I'll walk under it for you here. We like to do that just to show them off. It's neat having a bike in the back of these old trucks. So anyway, we have not cleaned on the bottom side of this truck at all. The rear fenders are in good shape. I don't know what this little patch is here. It's on both sides. It doesn't look like it's a factory deal because I can see a weld on this piece. It must have had a rusty spot on each side, but the rest of the fenders look good. I'll show you the front side. I've got a little bit of crustiness on them, but they're pretty solid. I mean, you look underneath look at how clean that is. I mean, it's just good, solid metal. The wood of the bed is all good. The rear end's a little crusty. We've not cleaned on this truck at all. This is just the way we got it. Joe at Old School Garage did a lot of work to it. You can see it's got a new emergency brake cable there. I don't know if, I think he replaced some other brake parts up front. I think the brake, the soft hose is up there. Oh, look, there's a brake line right there that's replaced. So anyway, this thing's got a Chevy 10-bolt rear end underneath it. New exhaust pipes, mufflers. See, there's the front edge of the passenger rear fender. So there's a little bit of crust right there. It's a little bit of light rust. So I think Joe redid all the emergency brake cables on both sides and all the cable coming from the front all the way back. New mufflers on this side too. So this is the front of the rear fender too here. So it's had some work done on it, but it's all solid now. Running boards are all solid. Frame's very straight. Floor pans are in great shape. Again, we did not clean on this thing. There's the passenger side running board. All the floor pans up here look good. There's a spot on both sides up front here. See that kind of oxidized spot there? It's the same on both sides. So, but you can see the floor pans are all good. I don't see anything bad anywhere else. But again, up front here, see it's kind of discolored, like it's oxidized right there. But again, this is just the way we bought the truck. Not cleaned on it at all. And I'll show you the new, that's a fuel pump right there. Yep, yeah, it's all wired in, so it's got electric fuel pump. There's a hard fuel line coming across here, which looks nicely done. Get up to the transmission. It's got an automatic transmission in it. I think it's a C4 transmission. It's kind of grody. I could have cleaned on it a little bit, but like I said, we just have not cleaned on it at all. It's got looks like a high torque starter on it. New steering box, and this thing does have power steering. I mean, that looks all brand new. See, Joe, there's the new brake lines that Joe put on. You can see he greased everything up nice. Everything's got fresh grease underneath it. New fuel filter, or excuse me, oil filter. Joe changed oil, serviced it. He put a new shifter underneath it too, so this transmission's got I think it's a low car shifter, so it works really well now. I don't know if you can see the linkage here, but there you can see that. Hey, that's some fresh pieces he put in there, but anyway, that's all new. Frame's good and solid up here too. So, hard to show everything and talk at the same time. It's easier when I have somebody else here. My dad should be the one talking and me holding the camera, but anyway, I hope this works for you. Tires got lots of rubber on them, all four corners. The front fenders on this truck, I think, are in great shape. I don't see anything wrong with them. You can look up into the inside of the fender wells here and see how good they are. Again, good tread. Oh, no, I was wrong. There's some corrosion in there in the back part of the driver's fender here. But again, it's all the floor pans underneath are in great shape. passenger fender's a little bit better, but it's still got some crusty looking spots. But anyway, pretty solid truck for the most part. I mean, everything else up in here is good. I think I like driving this truck. I mean, I put a few miles on it. I know my dad has. It's my favorite style of Ford pickup. So I like the front end of these things the best.
We're going to take it down the freeway now for you so you can see it running and driving. Isn't that nice looking truck? It all looks good. Everywhere. Really looks good. So there's the shift lever there. It's a push button. So you push it to change to shift it. You got a car coming this way. Anyway, you got all sorts of things going on here. Have mileage on?
Yes, we're doing 53 right now.
So we're doing 53 and the speedometer is not working. We have a cure for that, so we will we have the GPS speedometer we can put on here real easy and they work good. The VIN tag for you right there. It's inside the glove box door, and you can see the glove box is right there. This closes decent. This has an electric fuel pump on it too. It's set up as a pretty nice little truck. Boy, I want to tell you what a difference it made putting this interior in it though. This really helped. We're going to go up, we're going over I-5 right now, and we're going to go southbound. We're a little busy time of the day, so there's a lot of traffic, so we won't get to run it quite as hard as we'd like. We'll see how we do. Say we got a big truck right in front of us. Uh-oh. That won't come back up.
I don't know, it should.
So you can see we're doing 55, 57 right here. 60, 62. What do you think?
Drives nice. A little loose steering, but I think that's what it's been. I mean, it's driving much better when we first got it. I mean, it's a huge improvement.
Yeah, it drives a lot better than when we first got it, I think. hard to go any faster than that with all this traffic. Now Andrew's going to hit my favorite corner here. And notice it's 20 mile an hour corner. But it stops good. So what do you think?
I think it drives great. I think just a little bit of, feels like a little bit of bump steer with it, but I mean, before I wouldn't even gone down the freeway. It scared me so much. Now it's very drivable now.
Very drivable now, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we want to know. It's not a perfect truck, but it runs good. I'm going to get out now here, and we're going to do a couple of passes. So here he comes at us. You can see it looks like it's tracking real good. It's a good looking rig, isn't it?
I think you're brave standing in front of me like
right
this.
Straight at me. You can see it. It's nice and straight.
I wouldn't want to stand
Looks
there.
good. Stops good. Got a good look to it. Now just look at this truck. You want a good looking truck? It's right there. Is it a perfect truck? No, it's not a perfect truck. But I think you'll have a good time with it and you'll enjoy it. And it's got all the good stuff done and just need a little tweaking here and there. A little bit. Beautiful interior in it and everything. So we're back from the drive down the freeway, so you got a chance to see it going down the freeway. And here's another chance putting away. You can just see it. How nice this truck looks. Sounds good. Engine really runs well. Of course, those 302s are really good engines. Yes, this is Kimber. She's always here. This is Andrew's dog, and she's a part of the Dreggers Clubhouse. The 51 Ford speedometer does not work, and we're going to install an electronic speedometer just like this one here. It's a little different than this one. I got it in there, but we got to get it wired, and it'll work. They work great. This is a cool start. I'm in the 51 Ford. It's been sitting right here for 3 days or so. It hasn't moved, so we'll see how it does. Electric fuel pump's on. I'm gonna pump the gas a couple of times. Are we ready? How's that for a cold start? So anyway, this truck's pretty neat. We would be more than happy to talk to you. Give us a call at 206 533 9600.